So let's talk about how you can get started. We learned about this model. It can feel overwhelming, especially if you have tons of product listings or tons of company profiles. The first question, or the most common question that I get asked, is where do you start? The first thing that I recommend is you need to measure your reputation where it is today. You need to draw a line in the sand of where you're starting from. Now, the best way to do that is to build a spreadsheet and list every single place that you're showing up and list your star ratings. And if there's like incongruent information, company information, if there are duplicate profiles, or maybe you're not on a website that you want to be on, like BBB or Consumer Affairs. There's some negative review sites as well, like Pissed Consumer. I'm sure you can imagine what's there, and you probably don't want to be there, but if you're there, you need to actually know what's going on. So I've got a dialed in approach for that, but really you can do it just by building a spreadsheet and searching through the first 3 pages of Google. And if you're thinking of products, then you're going on all the different retail sites where you know your products are sold and you're listing those. For the employee use case, you need to look at a minimum, Glassdoor, Indeed, Comparably, and In Her Site. But there are several others as well. Like in the UK, there's one called Kununu. There's about a dozen different employer review sites as well. After you've gone through and you've drawn that line in the sand, you've measured your reputation as it stands today, then you want to take measures to clean it up. You want to list out who's managing each profile. And if you don't know, then that's going to be a little investigation project for you within your company. You need to remove duplicates, message a company. Like when I was at iFit, I found 8 duplicates on Indeed, for example. It can happen to some of the best companies. So you just need to go do a search, a one-time cleanup, find what's there, and then start systematically cleaning it up. Then the next thing is you need to just apply the review cycle. You need to have a plan in place to do these 4 things. If you're asking for reviews on an ongoing basis, you're feeding all of your listings and profiles where reviews could be displayed for your company or product. You need to have someone that's responding to the reviews in a timely manner. I try to do within 24 hours on business days. And that's going to showcase that high level of care that you're going after and increase your conversions. Then you need to periodically harvest insights and understand what's happening there. And then the last piece is find ways that you can use that user-generated content in your marketing efforts. So that's really the long haul thing. You're just applying these 4 principles on an ongoing basis for your product, your company, or your employer. So for everyone that's here today, we wanted to share a few resources that potentially could be helpful to you. At thereviewcycle.com, we've got several things available. Greg actually has a link that can get you there. And we've got a free gift for anyone that's here joining in. You can get a free copy of the review cycle, just cover shipping, which is $7.95. And you'll get instant access to the digital copy as well, which is pretty cool. But here's just a few small things that are also available when you go to that link from Greg. You can get the audio bundle, so you don't have to go through and read the 288-page book. You can just listen to it on the go while you're doing stuff. And it also includes an interview with me where I go through some additional behind-the-scenes thoughts around the book and tips and advice. There's also a reputation Kickstarter kit that I put together. This is essentially my own templates for doing that reputation audit. I go through 3 different use cases: a brand reputation audit to see how your company's showing up, a product review audit, so doing the same type of principle-based discovery on a single product, even if it's across multiple retailers, reading reviews and identifying the top positives and negatives. And then we also have a culture perception audit, which helps you identify the top positive and experience drivers for your company culture across sites like Glassdoor, Indeed, Comparably, and In Her Site. And then there's a couple other bonuses, including the overview that takes you through a very simple, easy to follow step-by-step guide to kickstart your reputation. And then the last one is you can also get in the monthly live coaching classes, which is available there with me as well.
Wow.
big one though, this is the last slide. Just yesterday, we officially launched Mobrium, which is my software startup, and it's a SaaS offering for everything employer reputation management. So all four of those things that we talked about, asking for reviews, responding to reviews, harvesting insights, and marketing with reviews, Mobrium is simplifying that and streamlining it for the employer use case for Glassdoor, Indeed, Comparably, and InHerSite. So essentially all those different places where your employer reputation is being measured is now centralized in a single dashboard where you can manage everything. You can put review requests on autopilot by just uploading an employee list. You can have a central inbox for responding to all comments across all sites. You can harvest insights across all of those profiles and then easily identify reviews that can be good for your career page and job postings and other things like that. So that's the presentation. If you want to connect with me, there's my info right there. But it was a pleasure being here with everyone. So thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Matt.